Hi, Merry Christmas. This is Vicki here, and I am making this video about the one Christmas ornament that I've made this year, and it is 2 days before Christmas. So I've completed them, although I feel like I can explore and push the envelope further and do different embellishments and on and on and on and on. But for the most part, I'm done because of time restraint. We're having our Christmas tonight with all the family, and then Christmas Day, we're having breakfast at my daughter's. She's hosting breakfast, and so we're going to go to her house on Christmas morning. These are my Christmas ornaments, and I did have the first ones I made for Marilyn G on YouTube, my good friend. Hi, Marilyn. Yeah, unfortunately, you got the first one, so there have been some improvements. Sorry, but anyway, you get the drift of the 2018 Christmas ornament from your friend Vicki. All right, so let me get into this. I made Marilyn a little strawberries out of this tin, and it's called Flashing. Comes in a 6-inch roll, and it is aluminum. Okay, I can say that word. Got tongue tied. So anyway, I had this whole roll left, and so I decided to make these Scandinavian type ornaments because Marilyn, loves the Scandinavian style. So I decided to make these. I think I've seen them someplace, but I couldn't really find a lot of these online for examples. And this is what I had. I had the Sizzix embossing folder, and it looks like this. Okay, so I use this for the print, and there's the number, so if you're wondering. So there's also this one I didn't use, which is similar to that. That's a little bit different, a sweater print, which she likes also. And so I used, for the most part, I use this one. I did use for hers, okay, I don't have the folder, but it's a Doris, and I use this also, this deer, just the kind of the head. I'll show you. I cut one, and here we go. So I made her one of these. You can check her channel, Marilyn G. I'm sure everybody watches her that watches my channel. And then I have this one, which I just imprinted because I like the forest trees on here. And this is a Tim Holtz as well. And I could have used, this one also, but I didn't think of it right away. I was just focusing on this print. So anyway, you see, it goes on forever. You can do all kinds of stuff. But anyway, this one's a small one, the trees. And you emboss, when you emboss the tin or anything for the raised part, you use the with the lettering, the black lettering. And see, Sizzix has started getting smart, and this will be the puffed up side. So you put your things, your paper or your whatever you're using, on this side where there's black, or the name, and that'll be the puff front. So those are what I used. I used my precision plate and also my magnetic plate, and that's what I use, and one cutting what do you call it? The cutting sheet, the plastic on top, but it eats up plastic, so just forewarn you, if you do that, it eats up your cutting board. Okay, so I've gone through several of them, and just one for this project, but anyway. So this is how they come out, and it's thin. See, and I use this Sharpie, the thin one, for this. I think I didn't have one for Maryland's, and so it didn't come out beautiful. But anyway, sorry, Marilyn, you're a prototype, so I had to get it out in the mail, though. Otherwise, you would not have received it. And then I used different kinds of these embellishments. You know, save these through the years because I always buy them and then I don't have time to use them all. But, you know, it helps if you have it on hand so you don't have to go and look for everything. And you can use these little charms on all kinds of stuff, and jingle balls always for Christmas, right? Um, so I use these little trims that I found in my stash, and then this old velvet ribbon that I bought. I don't remember where I got it. It was old though, so I have a big roll of old velvet red ribbon. So it comes in handy on Valentine's Day and Christmas, right? So then after you do that, you cut it out first with the die cuts, and I used the thin dies because I have a bunch, and you know, you don't use it, then it's a waste. So I just used it. It's probably not the best thing to use for this type of project because it warps your thin dies. But that's what I had. I didn't have steel wool, which Marilyn suggested, and I said, yeah, that's right, but I don't have any that are hearts. And everything is themed hearts because that's my theme is, you know, I make mostly things with hearts. It's try heart. So try with heart. That's what it means, my name. And so this is one of them. And then here's another one that I've made. I put different kinds of, you know, embellishments on them. A little angel, little tiny embellishment. And like this. So my daughter told me to put my name and the date on there because I usually make them an ornament every year. And she likes to collect them and put them on her tree. So anyway, I think that's nice of them to do that. I usually use them as tags, and then they end up using them on the tree. Okay, so I told you to cut it out first, and with your die cutting machine, and then emboss it, and then you embellish them. And I did use my E6000 since it is metal. So even though this is pretty much fabric, it's on metal, so I use this E6000 to glue these things together. Okay, so I showed you that one, and then this one, I have a lot of this, but I only used one on here. I don't know, it looks like snow. I think it's very cute. I think this little thing's from Target, this piece that I used. And my daughter suggested, I made this one and asked her, do you like it for yours with the, you know, bling on it? And she liked this over that. So that's why I have this one with the bling on the edges. And then these are just different, you know, ones I've made. And I placed them on different areas, like for this, I placed it, you know, the metal on the different parts that I wanted to show on the front. So, for example, this has the flowers, so I just placed it on here. So that you really only need one embossing folder to make this. And then I actually started out with a small one like this and made a large one. I don't know where that one is, but that embossing folder is it's just flowers, but I thought it looked, you know, Christmassy, don't you think? This part here is pretty, and So I use this and cut it in different areas. So I did use the large one, but I like how that came out. And I used a little bit of, is that Mayart's twine or something? Um, and I like that because it has a little bit of a frayedness on there, so pretty. So I got that at Amazon on suggestion from Marilyn G. And so I bought a roll of that from Amazon. And then, let me show you some of the, I made a couple large ones, one for my ex-husband and his wife, and one for my older daughter, because they like these kinds of things. So this one I made for my ex-husband and his wife, and so we go there every year for Christmas, and with the whole family there. So I made her this one because she likes the sweater look, and she has pillows that she's gotten. I've given her like a blanket in the years past that has that. She keeps it out all year, but she likes it. So my daughter suggested I make hers with the sweater look, and so I made hers like this with the angel. And because it's so big, I did put another backing on it, and then I will write on here. And I think what I'm going to do is seal it with some kind of sealer, because I think it rubs off. I'm not sure, but anyway, if I'm going to write a big thing on there, I just want to make sure it doesn't rub off. So that's the one, the big ones. And then my daughter's large one, I made like this because she's doing a theme of white and silver on her tree this year. So I did hers with a pine cone and different, these are a little tarnished looking with a, because it's silver and white, and so I made her this one with a bling, and then it has this little cording that's silver that I bought at Michael's. And then, I could really, I wanted to do this part with their name on it. You use that pounding tools with the letters, but I can't find it. So, and I did hers with the backing as well. So the large ones are like that. And then I have this one with the jingle bells that are in brushed gold. And then I have, so they're all the same with different embellishments, pretty much. So I'm just going to show you them all. And this one here. So they all look the same, pretty much. And this one has the white glittery ribbon on it with the angel. So these are the last ones that I've made. And I brought out my pink twine. So you're going to see some ones with pink twine. And I really like pink. These prim hearts are the first ones I cut out, and I love the prim hearts, but that's the only die I have. And so I did the edges using a sanding block, and it comes out really well, but the pointiness is bothered me. So I think in the future I would make larger ones using a freehand cut, and I think they come out really cute. I like the pink on the silver. It's my favorite color, so I think it comes out really cute. I did use some glass glitter, liquid glass glitter that I had in my stash, and it comes out very pretty using that. So if you try it, just be very careful with the flashing. It's very sharp while you're handling it, so use like canvas gloves or something. And I also used goggles because I didn't want to get those little bits jumping up in my eyes. So be very careful. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Everyone have a very, very Merry Christmas. I love you all, and take care. Bye.